Problem 31. A soccer league has 64 teams competing in a tournament. In each round, pairs of teams compete. The team that wins advances to the next round. The table below shows the results of the first 2 rounds. So in round 1 we had 64 teams competing in this single elimination tournament format. And at the end of round 1, the teams that were remaining were half of the number of teams. Half of those teams won their game, so there were 32 teams left. Beginning of round 2, those 32 teams played, half of them won, and there were 16 teams left. The question asks us, at the end of which round will there be only 2 teams remaining, assuming there are no ties. So I think the best way to solve this problem is to just extend this table. We know that in round 2 ended with 16 teams, so round 3 would begin with 16 teams. Half of those teams would win their games, and there would be 8 teams remaining at the end of round 3. Round 4 would begin with those 8 teams. They would all play a game, and half of them would win, and round 4 would end with 4 teams. Round 5 would begin with those 4 teams. Those 4 teams would play, and 2 teams would win, and those 2 teams would advance to the next round. But the problem is asking us, at the end of which round will there only be 2 teams remaining? There are 2 teams remaining at the end of round 5. So the answer is answer choice B. 32. In the diagram below, figure KLMN is similar to figure WXYZ. KLMN, these 2 right trapezoids are similar, and so we want to answer this question: which of the following proportions can be used to find the value of n? N is the unknown value, and its side YZ, which is side YZ corresponds to side MN in the other trapezoid. So we want to set up a proportion with corresponding sides. I think the best way to do this is check the answer choices and see which one works. 4 to n equals 2 to 9. Looking at answer choice F, 4 to n. They're comparing 4 to n. Those are not corresponding sides, so cross that one out. Answer choice G, 2 to n. 2 to n equals 9 to 4. That's not right. Answer choice H, 13 to n. There is no 13 on here. I guess if you added these 2 sides, you'd get 13, but we're not going to do that. Answer choice J, 4 to 2. 4 to 2. Those are corresponding sides. 4 to 2 equals 9 to n. So we've taken the side of this trapezoid and set up a ratio, that side to this side, those 2 corresponding sides, 4 to 2, equals this corresponding side to that corresponding side, 9 to n. And that's the correct proportion. And I think it'd be good to check our work by solving for n and seeing if the value makes sense. So some teachers there's a possibility someone's not going to like this method, but bat and ball, 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 2. Multiply the bat and divide by the ball. 9 times 2 is 18 divided by 4. 18 over 4. How many 4s are in 18? 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Remainder is 2. And so I'm going to add a decimal and a 0. Line up a decimal in my answer. How many 4s are in 20? 5. 5 times 4 is 20. So n equals 4.5. If I put 4.5 there, does that seem right? Well, side WZ is 2, and that's half as much as that side. And that trapezoid is clearly smaller, so that makes sense. And so this side should be half as long as this side, corresponding side. And half of 9 is 4.5. So everything about answer choice J looks good, checks out, so answer choice J is the correct answer. We'll pick up the tax test review with problem 32 on the next video.